Hello there, I'm Alan. I'm going to be drinking another birthday tea today. I've got several still to drink through. So today's is a Shu Puerh from Tea Masters. And I'll be showing a bunch of photos of the, not a cake, it's a Jingua shape. So a melon shape. So Jingua Gongcha, so they say that's melon tribute tea. And it was a very compact Jingua. You'll see that there was some like white speckles, some orange things, which I'm assuming would be the mushrooms or the molds or whatever that grow in the older teas, the aged teas. This comes from the 1980's. And they said the late 80s, so not a specific year, but the late 1980s, from the Menghai tea factory in Yunnan, China. And it's a cooked pu'er, so Shu Puerh, and it's been aged in, according to the page that I bought it from, that it's been aged in Taiwan for about 25 years or so. Alright, so with that, I'll go ahead and start brewing. I'm doing about 7.5 grams of leaf here that I've broken apart. And so they didn't really provide brewing parameters, so this is kind of an experiment based on what Google says you should brew Shu Puerh at. So I'm doing 6 grams per 100 ml. 120 ml gaiwan, so I'm doing about 7.5 grams roughly of leaf. And I'm doing it as hot as I can at my elevation. This water is at 96 degrees. And I'm gonna do a rinse, and then from there, I'm just gonna play it by taste and figure out how long I should be doing it, things like that. So, without further ado, let's get ready for the rinse. Okay. And I don't know, let's give it like 5 or 10 seconds maybe, just to try to absorb some of the water. Maybe I'll just watch for a water change or something, or color change, sorry. That seems okay. Let's go ahead and dump that out. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk about aroma. So I've already been smelling the dry stuff a lot. It mostly just smells woody and earthy. So let's see what some of the heat, let's keep this hot, what the rinse and the heat kind of brings out of it. So, okay, I'm starting, I didn't count before this. I think this is like my third pu'er, and it has that smell, so it smells like a pu'er. There is wood, there's earth, but then there's something else I'm trying to identify. It's almost like a sweetness. Trying to see if it's caramel or chocolate. Might be close, huh? Maybe like a chocolate mixed with whatever brown sugar is, molasses. So there's some kind of burnt sugar chocolate notes. Not quite to the extent that the Emmy Barabal, that I think it was a oolong that I had, that was a most distinct burnt sugar chocolate note. This is just kind of hinting around it, but most prominent is kind of just that pu'er smell. All right, so let's taste it. I'm gonna go 15 seconds just as a starting point, and I'll kind of take it from there. All right, it is very compact. The leaves are, there's not a whole lot of huge leaves in there. It's pieces and bits, and it's all pressed in there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, lots of little bits floating around. Other than the physical bits of leaf, it's actually a pretty transparent liquor. Okay. Whatever that chocolatey burnt sugar smell that's coming out, again, it's just kind of a hint of it. There is this, mint is the wrong word, but it's got the effects of a mint, kind of this evaporative. I keep hearing or reading and hearing the term camphor. I've not experienced camphor, but maybe that's what it is that I'm picking up, is this camphorous thing. So I'm gonna have to go to a drugstore and just smell camphor and be able to identify that better. Keep that nice and hot. So the first steep, kind of a light red, brown, maybe a sherry colored liquor, very transparent. I'm gonna try to put the bits back into the gaiwan, I think. Let the bits stay. Perfect, okay. Maybe that's where a filter comes in, but whatever. I'm a noob figuring this out. Okay, so this is boiling. Let me cool this down a little bit. It's almost orange, actually, as I'm looking in it with the white cup, with the white background of the cup. It's got some orange colors in there. All right, cheers. Okay, it's very light flavored, mostly because it's still steep one. It's still very compact. The chunks that I broke off the Jingua. But I'm already picking up sweetness. Yeah, definitely sweet. Sugar sweetness, flavor notes. Yeah, earth and wood. I'm intrigued. This was actually very sugary for the flavor. Holy smokes. Okay. I'm gonna try another. I'm gonna go 20 seconds because it's still pretty compact. I want to try to bring it out. And elevation, I can't get much hotter than 96 degrees. I guess unless I did it like a pressure boiler or something. But anyway. Oh, instantly a lot more colors coming out just with that. Okay. Maybe I'll just do 15 seconds again. Oh, steep 2. Okay. Oh yeah, that is a lot darker. Okay. We'll just stick it 15 seconds for a bit. Okay, aromas. Some of that chocolatey burnt sugars. That strange, almost minty. Trying to think of the herbs, like a mint or something. But very sweet. I'm actually super surprised at how sweet this smells. Mostly because, as I've been playing with the Jingua, kind of breaking it apart a little bit, that the most prominent thing, it just smelled like dirt. As best I can describe, earthy. to the connoisseur. It smelled like dirt and wood. So I'm very intrigued by how sweet this is. Look at the color difference. So that first one was kind of an orangish, light, sherry amber, and then now it's getting dark red. That is a distinct red color. At least from my angle, I don't know how well the camera's able to get that. But still, a very clean, transparent liquor. Of course, with the little tiny bits of physical broken leaf, but it's not floating around in there. Okay. Alright, I'm intrigued. Now this is currently the most expensive tea I've bought. It is $2.67 a gram. So $75.69 an ounce. So, at least price-wise, a true specialty. This session costs about $19.22-ish cents, so 19 and a quarter for a session. But all right, cheers. Okay, more of the woods and the earth. So that just telling me that there's more flavor. So the leaves are definitely opening up now. Lot of sweet on this aftertaste. That is honestly surprised me. And I guess that's just a feature of these older teas, is that the bitterness turns into sweetness. Let's talk about what I'm not getting. I'm not getting bitterness. There's no puckering, astringency. Mouthfeel, I'd say it's on the thinner side. As far as texture, it's not too drying. Not yet, at least. I have to admit that I came at this with kind of some preconceived notions as to thinking it was just going to taste like dirt and wood. It's actually very mellow with those tasting notes, and very sweet. I'm intrigued by this. Okay. Let's do another 15 seconds and we'll see. Oh, so dark already. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, this is gonna last. This is gonna be a long endurance tea. I can already kind of predict that. This is steep 3. That is a lot of color. These leaves still have a lot of breaking apart to do. Yeah, they're still pretty solid chunks. Wonderful aroma. I'm trying to better describe beyond just wood and dirt. That's where my inexperience comes in. And that's why this is a tea student. I'm learning. I'm actually okay with this. All right. Okay. Very, very much darker. It's a dark red, almost hints of purple in there. Still very clear, clean liquor. I want to keep saying broth, but that's because of all the gyokuros. I'm trying to use the right terminology. Oh, it'll be hot. Let me cool it off a little bit. Nah, I don't know. I'm playing this by ear. Okay. Cheers. Yeah, let's cool that off. guess I'm feeling the heat more than tasting it. Alrighty, cheers again. Ooh, I am surprised and impressed. I did come in with this with preconceived notions of what I thought it was going to taste like. This is very nice, very mild, very balanced. It's not just like drinking wood. I guess all I have to compare it to is the 2 or 3 I've had before. So the Mayleaf's 1980's cooked pu'er, it was a loose aged. This one was pressed into a Jingua and aged like that. And I'm just remembering the intensity of the earth flavors of the other cook from the 1980's I've had. This is very mild on that. And you're just getting, tastes like a pu'er, so it's got that pu'er flavor. Lot of sweetness that, especially lingering, I'm just all over, licking my tongue, licking my teeth, like trying to get all of that lingering sugar. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is cool. This is fun. All right, let's go again. Do another steep 4. We'll go 15 seconds again because that seems to be pretty good. A lot of good color. Yes. See if anything new comes out of the smell. Okay, I like that. Nothing new, but it's very pleasant, very sweet, chocolatey, burnt sugary. Definitely not to the extent of the oolong I had, because this is on the pu'er side. That oolong I had was on, as far as flavor, was definitely like a Nutella chocolate croissant. This, I'm not, well, let me taste the liquor and... what I'm going to try to pick up is any baked notes. Okay, cheers. Oh, let me get... Nothing I would describe as kind of bready, but burnt sugars. Not overly burnt though, so the caramelized, not quite to the extent of molasses, but there's a definite sugar sweetness. This is intriguing me. And then beyond that, I'm not getting anything standing out that I can really label. It's just a really sweet tasting, light earth, light wood pu'er taste. And so as I drink this every year, I will have gained an experience as I taste other teas. And so once I reapproach this once a year, I'll be able to probably pick out some of the more nuances, but okay, I like this. I'm happy with this. It doesn't just taste old. It tastes good. It doesn't taste like old dirt. Trying to think if I'm getting any of the petrichor, and it's not so much that. just because of the mellowness of it. It's a bit more drier now. A bit more of that dry, sticky mouthfeel. All right, so I've drunk 4 steeps with you. I'm gonna drink the remaining offline just to see how long this goes. These, it's still a chunk, so it's still got quite a bit. I'll see how long it goes, and then I'll come back and kind of do a recap with you, and we'll drink the encore together, and I guess we'll see you in a bit. I'm back. So this is steep 15, and it's going for 7 minutes right there. So I think 15 steeps at that, since it took 7 minutes, is kind of where it's going to be. So the last of this leaf I'll probably boil on the stove about 10 minutes or so, just to pull out all the rest of the flavor that's hiding in there. There's still some good aroma coming out. Still aroma on there. Like that here. You can see it's definitely paler than some of the other steeps. And it took 7 minutes to get that much out. So, let's see what this last steep has. Basically filled that mason jar. All right, cheers. What I love the sweetness has carried all the way through each of these steeps. They're still sweet. It's cooling, very cooling on the mouth. So the aftertaste, it does have a very distinct cooling sensation. The body sensation I'm experiencing is it's very grounded. I dare say zen. I'm somebody who has I'm very anxious. I have a lot of anxiety. So this has calmed me down. I'm more alert, but distinctively calm. Very delicious. Okay, let's drink all the blends together. So let it sing its last encore. As I spill some of it, get that all cleaned up, you can see how dark red and hints of purple. It's a beautiful color. I love that. And honestly, almost all the teas, I've liked their colors, whether it be the pale yellow green of a Gyokuro or these red purples of the Puers and the older teas. I like all their colors. Color of the rainbow, they're all over the place. All right, so here's the encore. Cheers. Very nice. Hints of chocolate, like dark chocolate. The charred sugars. So it's gone a little bit past caramelized, but not fully burnt, like a molasses. It's just kind of right in the middle of starting to get that charred note. I love how mellow the earth and woodiness is. It's not just like the last tea I had was maybe the last one was a Gyokuro. The black tea I had recently was a distinct like wicker basket wood. This is a very light, like the wood that's there is light, the earth that's there is light. There's this wonderful sweet that's still there through 15 steeps. Very balanced when it's all blended in this encore. I'm actually surprised and happy with this. And the surprise is because I came in with preconceived expectations based on when I was kind of breaking it apart so it could fit in my storage vessel. It was just wood and dirt is all I was getting. This is not like, the flavor of the brew is not like what I was expecting based on the dry aroma. So this was amazing. It was delicious. I love the sweetness of it. The color's beautiful. I will be very much enjoying this once a year until it's gone, or until I'm gone, whichever comes first. Anyway, all right, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.